This way. That'll work. Good evening once again, football fans. Bal here on this late Tuesday night, October 25th, 2022. And now we're going to take a look at the Week 9 college football schedule and the announcers for each game. So let's not waste any time and jump right into it. All right, so you got 3 games on Thursday and then 2 on Friday, and then you have your full slate of football on Saturday. So let's jump right into the schedule. First up on Thursday night at 7:30 Eastern, 4:30 Pacific on ESPN, Virginia Tech at number 24 NC State, Matt Berry and Dan Mullen. At the same time, 7:30 Eastern, 4:30 Pacific over on ESPN2 is Louisiana Lafayette at Southern Miss. Mike Cousins and Charles Arbuckle. And at 10 Eastern, 7 Pacific, Thursday night on FS1 is number 14 Utah at Washington State, Jeff Levering and Petros Papadakis. Now to the 2 games on Friday. And both games are starting at 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific. On ESPN2, it's East Carolina at BYU, Roy Philpott and Andre Ware. And on CBS Sports Network, you've got Louisiana Tech at Florida International. No announced team has been named. Or should I say, no broadcast team has been named. Much better. Now I can see. Now we can get to the Saturday schedule, and we'll start with the early afternoon games. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 games getting underway at 12 noon Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific. On ABC is Notre Dame at number 16 Syracuse, Joe Tessitore and Greg McElroy. On Fox's Big Noon Saturday is number 2 Ohio State at number 13 Penn State, Gus Johnson and Joel Klatt. On ESPN, it's number 7 TCU at West Virginia, Bob Wischusen and Roddy Jones. On ESPN2 is South Florida at Houston, Beth Mullins and Kirk Morrison. On FS1, Oklahoma at Iowa State, Noah Eagle and Mark Helfrich. On ESPNU, Toledo at Eastern Michigan, and that is Jay Alter and Dustin Fox. On the SEC Network, Arkansas at Auburn, Dave Neal and Deuce McAllister. On the ACC Network is Georgia Tech at Florida State, Chris Cotter and Mark Herzlich. On CBS Sports Network, Boston College at Connecticut, Rich Waltz and Aaron Taylor. And streaming on ESPN Plus is Miami of Ohio at Akron, Michael Reggie and Gerard Cherry. At 12:30 Eastern, 9:30 a.m. Pacific, on ACC Regional Sports Networks is Miami, Florida. That's the Hurricanes, a.k.a. the U, at Virginia, Tom Wormy and James Bates. At 2 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Pacific on ESPN3, Charlotte at Rice, no broadcast team name. On BTN at 2:30 Eastern, 11:30 a.m. Pacific, Rutgers at Minnesota, Corey Provis and Matt Millen. Streaming on ESPN Plus at 3 p.m. Eastern, 12 noon Pacific, Old Dominion at Georgia State, no broadcast team name. All right, now to the late afternoon portion of the schedule. You got a host of games at 3:30 Eastern, 12:30 Pacific. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 games beginning at 3:30 Eastern, 12:30 Pacific. Number 17, Illinois at Nebraska is on ABC. Dave Pasch, Dusty Dvorak, and Tom Luginbill. On the Home Depot SEC on CBS, Florida and number 1 Georgia. This is in Jacksonville, also known as the world's largest outdoor cocktail party. Brad Nessler and Gary Danielson. Number 9, Oklahoma State at number 22, Kansas State is on Fox. Jason Benetti and Brock Huard. On ESPN is number 20, Cincinnati at UCF. Mark Jones, Robert Griffin III, and Quint Kessenich. On ESPN2 is Northwestern at Iowa. Anish Sharaff and Brock Osweiler. On FS1 is number 8 Oregon, number 8 Oregon at California. Tim Brando and Spencer Tillman. On the ACC network is number 11 Wake Forest. Technically, they're tied for 10th at Louisville. Wes Durham and Eric Mark Lane. On CBS Sports Network, Temple at Navy. John Sadak and Randy Cross. On over-the-air multicast network, Stadium is North Texas at Western Kentucky. No broadcast team name for that game. And then you have 2 games streaming on ESPN Plus at 3:30 Eastern, 12:30 Pacific. Robert Morris at Appalachian State. There's no broadcast team name for that game. There's also SMU at Tulsa, and that game will be called by Richard Cross and Taylor Mahargy. And on ESPN3 at 3:30 Eastern, 12:30 Pacific, is New Mexico State at Massachusetts, and no broadcast team is named. At 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 Pacific on ESPNU is South Alabama at Arkansas State. Kevin Brown and Hudson Mason. And on the SEC network is Missouri at number 25 South Carolina. Taylor Zarazar and Matt Stinchcomb. That brings us to the evening portion of the schedule. 1, 2, 3, 4. You got 5 games starting at 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific. On ESPN is number 19 Kentucky at number 3 Tennessee. Chris Fowler and Kirk Herbstreit. On FS1 is Colorado State at Boise State. Adam Alexander and Devin Gardner. On the Pac-12 network, you got number 10 USC at Arizona. Ted Robinson and Yogi Roth. On CBS Sports Network, UAB at Florida Atlantic. Chris Hassel and Ross Tucker. I'll get his name. And on the NFL Network, Coastal Carolina at Marshall. No broadcast team announced. Then you have 4 more games getting underway at 7:30 Eastern, 4:30 Pacific. On ABC's Saturday Night Football is Michigan State at number 4 Michigan. Sean McDonough and Todd Blackledge. On ESPN2, Baylor at Texas Tech, Clay Matvick and Rocky Boyman. On ESPNU, Arizona State at Colorado, Drew Carter and Renee Ingogila. And on the SEC network is number 15 Ole Miss at Texas A&M, Tom Hart, Jordan Rogers, and Cole Kubelic. At 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific on the ACC network, Pittsburgh at number 21 North Carolina, Dave O'Brien and Tim Hasselbeck. Streaming on ESPN Plus at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific, Middle Tennessee State at UTEP. No broadcast team name. At 10:30 Eastern, 7:30 Pacific on ESPN, Stanford at number 12, UCLA. Mike Monaco and Rod Gilmore. On FS1, San Diego State at Fresno State. Jeff Levering and Petros Papadakis. On CBS Sports Network, Nevada at San Jose State. Dave Ryan and Dante Whitner. And the final game of the night at 12 midnight Eastern, 9 p.m. Pacific on Hawaii pay-per-view and Team One Sports is Wyoming at Hawaii, and no broadcast team is announced. And that is the Week 9 college football schedule and the announcers for each game. All right, next up is my Week 8 picks in the NFL, both straight up and against the spread. I'm looking to get that out either tomorrow night or Thursday morning, so watch out for it. In the meantime, like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Ring the bell and get notified every time I go live. Big Al signing off. Thanks for watching and enjoy the pigskin. Peace out.